Good morning, students. Welcome back to online biology classes. We are on chapter 3, the cell, and the topic for today is lysosome, centrosome, plastids, and vacuoles. So let us begin. We were studying the cell organelles which are present inside the cytoplasm. We have already discussed these cell organelles, which are mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, and ribosomes in the previous lesson. In this lesson, we will study few more cell organelles, which are lysosomes, centrosomes, plastids, and vacuoles. So let us study about lysosome and centrosomes first. Lysosomes, the name of the cell organelle. What is the shape of lysosome? They are tiny sac-like, bound by single membrane, and they are only found in animal cell. You can see in the diagram, they are having a single membrane and they are small sac-like structure, and they are only found in animal cell. What are the functions of lysosome? They contain enzymes which help in the digestion of food. So the lysosomes help in the digestion of food. Whatever food we eat or animals eat, they are digested with the help of lysosome because they contain certain kind of enzymes or chemical substance which help in easy digestion of the food. Then secondly, they protect the cell from various foreign bodies. Means if there is any bacteria or viruses which are entering in the body, so they fight against the infection which is caused by them. Then thirdly, under certain conditions, lysosomes release enzymes which digest other cell organelles as well. They are also called as suicide bags of the cell. As they contain enzymes to digest the food, sometimes what happens, the lysosome, they secrete extra enzyme or excess of enzyme, and as a result of it, the other cell organelles which are present near the lysosome, they also get digested inside the lysosome. So that is why they are called suicide bag of the cell. So that is all about lysosomes. Then the next cell organelle is centrosome. So what is the shape of centrosome? They are small, non-membranous, found very close to the nucleus, but only found in animal cell. It has two tiny granules called centrioles. If you will see in the diagram of centrosome, you can easily spot the two tiny dot over there, which are called as two tiny spherical structure which are inside it. They are called as centrioles, and these centrioles are present inside the centrosomes, and they are present very close to the nucleus. What is the function of centrosome? The centriole help the cell to divide into two daughter cell. So centrosome, it helps in the division of cell, and it helps the nucleus in the division of cell. If you want to see where the lysosome is present, you can see in this animal cell diagram B, the lysosome is the last labeling over here. So these are the lysosome, and you can see the centrosomes as well, which are just above the nucleus. So they are found near the nucleus. So both lysosome and centrosome, they are only and only found in animal cell. You will not find them inside the plant cell. Now we will discuss the next cell organelle, that are plastids. And these plastids are only found inside a plant cell. If you want to see where are plastid, see in diagram A, plant cell. Under the cell wall labeling, plastid labeling, you can easily see on the left hand side. So these are the plastids. So we are going to study about plastid, and they are only found in plant cell. You will not find any plastid in the animal cell. So let us study about them. These are special organelles which manufacture and store pigments. They are bounded by double membrane. Plastids are of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. So plastids are special cell organelles which contain certain kind of pigments, and they are having double membrane on their wall, and there are mainly three types of plastids. So let us discuss one by one. Chloroplast is the first plastid. Chloroplast, as the name is suggesting, these are the plastids which contain a green color pigment called chlorophyll. So where are chlorophyll found? Like we see leaves of the plants and trees, they appear green in color. Why do they look green in color? Because they have a green pigment inside them. And what is that green pigment called? They are called chlorophyll. They impart green color to leaves and other parts of the plant. Chloroplast shows two regions called grana and stroma. Now in the picture, if you see, you can see grana, which are just like coins which are stacked on one another, and stroma, which is the base of the chloroplast. They are also called kitchen of the plant, as they trap solar energy to perform photosynthesis. Why are they called kitchen of the plant? Because they are having chlorophyll inside them, and the function of chlorophyll is to trap solar energy and do the process of photosynthesis. So that is why they are called kitchen of the plant. So they are the first kind of plastid which give green color to the leaf and any part of the plant which appear green in color. Next kind of plastids are chromoplast. Now these are the plastids with colored pigments other than green. If we talk about flowers, they are of various color. They are of yellow color, they are of red color, they are of orange color. If we talk about fruits, some fruits are orange color, some fruits are yellow in color, some fruits are like green in color. So rather than green color, the red color, orange and yellow color, who gives these color to the plants? Chromoplast. They are mostly found in fruits and petals of flower. Red, orange, yellow color of fruit is due to presence of chromoplast. Why does mango appear to be yellow in color? Because which pigment do they have? Chromoplast. Why do watermelon appears to be red in color from inside? Because they have chromoplast. So remember that. And the last type of plastids are leucoplast. They are colorless plastids which do not have any kind of pigment. Now the third kind of plastids are leucoplast, and they don't have any colored pigment. They are colorless. and the function of them is to store food prepared by the plant in the form of protein, fat and starch. So the leucoplast only store food in the form of protein, fat and starch. They are found in the roots of the plants and the underground stem, such as ginger and potatoes. Do you think ginger and potato, if you cut a very thin slice of both of them, will you see any kind of color in that? Will the ginger look red in color or will it look orange in color? No. Why? Because they have leucoplast in them, which do not have any color pigment, but they only store food. So that is why potatoes appear to be swollen, ginger appear to be swollen. Why they appear to be swollen? Because they contain food inside them and they store food inside them. Because of storage of food, they appear to be swollen in nature. So these are the three kind of plastids. And we will now discuss about the vacuoles. They are also a kind of cell organelles. Now where are vacuole present? Now look in the center, the labeling which are in the center, just under the Golgi bodies, you will see vacuole. Now vacuole you can see in both the cell, plant cell as well as animal cell. But there is a major difference in the size of the vacuole. In plant cell, you can see the vacuole is very large in size, and due to it, nucleus has shifted to one place. But in the animal cell, you can see very small sized vacuoles. So they are just like bubbles, air bubbles inside the cell. So we will study about them now. A vacuole is bound by a single membrane called tonoplast. So vacuoles are having one layer, and the layer is called tonoplast. Just like cell is having outer layer called cell membrane, vacuole is having outer layer called tonoplast. The membrane encloses a fluid filled called cell sap. Inside this vacuole there is a liquid kind of substance. This liquid or fluid kind of substance is called cell sap. It contains sugar, proteins, amino acids and minerals. Inside the cell sap you will find sugar, protein, amino acid and minerals. In a plant cell, vacuole is large, whereas in animal cell they are very small or they will not be there, just like in amoeba. Now what are the function of vacuole? They help the cell to remain turgid and keep the cell in shape. They store food material and water in the cell. So these are the two functions of the vacuole. First of all, it keeps the cell turgid or very stiff, and secondly it stores food material and water in the form of sugar, protein, amino acid and minerals. They store inside them. So that is all about the cell organelles. So thank you students. This chapter will be continued. Do revise the topics, clear your doubts if any, and have a good day.